Hey YouTubers, welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician, and today we're going to be going into something from Harbor Freight, and that being the scratch and dent sale. So if you go onto the Harbor Freight website, you will a lot of the times find it like right in the middle. Like if you scroll down past the coupons, you'll find something similar to this. And it's not always there, but a good portion of the time it is. This is the Icon scratch and dent sale. So this is specifically their toolboxes and cabinets and things like that. But normally, I personally would not be one to buy Icon toolboxes. If I needed a toolbox, I would probably look at the US General before any Icon stuff. But that's not because Icon's not good. I just think it's overpriced a majority of the time unless you can get a good sale on it. And some of these scratch and dent sale items are fantastic. So it's always worth, looking at, which is kind of crazy for me to say because I personally have OCD and things like that bother me. But when it comes to my toolbox, as long as it's still functional and doesn't affect the use in any way, and I don't have to directly look at it every time I come to my toolbox, I'm okay with it. I would definitely consider picking one of these up. So I already know Icon's got some good quality stuff. The only thing I really don't like about Icon is their pricing most of the time. I think this is a good thing to check out. But there are a few things that I want to mention, but some of these items can be up to 45% off, but right now the most I've seen is up to 40% off, which is still great. So one thing to keep in mind here at the top, you can see free shipping for your order. This was last updated like a little over a week ago, so you always have to call to see availability. But they do have a decent amount on here, and then you have sections up here that you can go to. So like one thing I want to mention before we get into some of these deals is the frequently asked questions. There's going to be no warranty on these items. They're sold as is once purchased, but there are replacement parts. So there are parts available that you can purchase for the toolboxes. You still have to pay tax. And then the condition under each one that we're going to look at, you're going to see one of these three. You're either going to have excellent condition, great, and good. I want you guys to be able to see what those are going to be. And so the excellent is going to be looking like brand new, may have minor exterior scuffs, may or may not include factory packaging. So basically like new, maybe a scuff here and there. Great is going to be minor cosmetic scratches and or dents, may or may not include factory packaging. Some accessories such as power cords, documents, tray, or manual may be missing. And then good is going to be some moderate cosmetic damage such as scratches and dents, some parts and accessories likely missing, original packaging typically not included. So one thing when you call for those products is to check and see what exactly is missing if they're tracking that. So here when looking at these, you can see this one's in excellent condition, which is 25% off. One in good condition is going to be 40% off. One in great condition is going to be 35% off, so they're going to range. Obviously, the better condition that they're in, the less of a discount you're going to get, but some of these are fantastic. So especially if you're considering an Icon toolbox, this is a good way to go. Some of these you can get a pretty good idea of what is wrong with it. And then once you call, each one has a SKU number and an item reference number so they can track which, one you're interested in, and maybe you can get some more information on that way. Plus, in some of these, you're going to get an overall view of pictures for the toolbox, and then some of them will include additional photos showing you what is wrong. Some of them do not, which are more like the excellent condition ones. You can't really tell. So like when we click on this one, it's in excellent condition, so it's going to be minor scuffs and possible scratches, but it should still include everything. I looked around this thing. I don't know if this is just a reflection down here. I'm almost positive it is. It lines up with the lighting for all of the drawers. And I looked around this thing. I couldn't find anything on it as far as the 4 images that they have here. But I mean, that's a big savings from $1,900 down to just over $1,400. So that's almost $500 in savings on a brand new, top chest. It's a 56-inch and this one's blue. But like that, I don't know if that's necessarily the one that I would go for. This one's a work center Hutch for the 56-inch setup, and this one's in good condition, so there may be something missing from it along with some dents and scratches. But as long as the primary dents and stuff aren't on the face or like the sides, depending on, my box, I could hide. Well, I'm never going to see the back of it, and I may only see one side of the toolbox. So if I have damage on one side that's not severe, I'm not going to worry about it, truthfully. And here they specifically show the damage, which is right on the back next to the pass-through for the power cord. I could easily fix that dent. And you're saving, it's going from $1,100 down to $660. That's roughly $450 in savings. So, I mean, I think that's a great deal. $660, and you got yourself a 56-inch hutch. And these hutches are pretty nice as well. Now, when looking at this, you can't really see the inside and what it consists of. But if you go here, it'll take you to the actual website so you can see specifically what you're purchasing. This is just the brand new one without damage. So that one's 40% off. Then you got another 56-inch hutch. This one is in better condition, so it is, $150 more, but still quite a big savings, almost $300, around $300 worth of savings there. A lot of them are the 56-inch, and then you even have some 73-inch stuff here. Here you have an overhead cabinet for $900 down from $1,200, so $300 worth of savings there. And this one is in excellent condition, so if you could find one in great condition, well, that's the only overhead cabinet that they have. But like this is a lot of savings. So no, I'm not saying all of them are going to be great deals, because some of them do have like side damage, which I would try to make sure that the drawers are functioning without any binding or anything like that, and make sure that there's no excessive damage that they may not have caught. So here it looks like they got some scuffing over here, some along the back, possibly a dent there. So here you got a couple small dents and scratches, but this is on the back side. Here you have small little nicks in the trim piece up front. That wouldn't bother me so much. A little scuff there and scuff there. So I mean, that's $1,000 in savings on this one. $1,500 down from $2,500. Here's a side cabinet or a locker, 28-inch for $1,275, basically down from $1,700. This one's in excellent condition. So once again, this one should just be minor scrapes and scratches, possibly just scuffs. I could definitely deal with that for that type of savings. And then they even have some stainless steel tops. I'm not sure if I would buy a stainless steel top that's already damaged. I can deal with stainless steel tops having scratches and stuff, because, I mean, inevitably that's going to happen anyways, especially if you work on top of your box. But you can't really see anything in these pictures. This one says excellent condition, so I wouldn't be too worried about that one. And I mean, you're still saving $100 off of that one. But any of them, if they were in great or good condition, I would probably question that. But excellent condition ones, I wouldn't be too worried about. That's still a decent savings, and shouldn't, be anything that it's not going to have under normal wear and tear. So here's an Icon 56-inch at $1,875, basically down from $2,500. So that's $625 basically of savings. And I mean, it's still in excellent condition. So yeah, while $1,900 is still quite a bit of money to spend, if you're already looking at Icon boxes or boxes of similar quality, you're probably already going to be in that price range. This is originally $2,500, which I think is a little too much for Icon boxes. But I don't think they're far off. I think with these discounted prices, I think this is roughly what I would actually pay for them if I were looking for a box. But I personally, if I'm not getting a scratch and dent special, I'll probably go with the US General over an Icon box. That's just my personal preference, though. Especially if, like, this is what we're looking at. I'll probably polish that out. I think these are great deals and definitely something to consider. No, it's not for everybody. I don't think everybody's going to be interested in things like this. Some of them may be questionable. That's why you always need to contact them, and see what kind of deals or what kind of condition these things are in. Once again, you got free shipping to whatever address you give them. You still have to pay tax. No warranty, unfortunately, but you are saving quite a bit of money here. And for a majority of them, you can get pretty affordable replacement parts for them as well. So, like, here's a big 73-inch top chest for $1,500, down from $2,500. So another one that you're saving $1,000 on. But this one is going to be a good condition one, so some moderate cosmetic damage such as scratches, dents, some parts likely missing original packaging, typically not included. This one has a bent bottom lip, and I want to say that's probably on the front right here. Now that one I'm not sure if I would go for, since it's the top chest. I'm going to be eye level with it, so like even though $1,000 is a lot of savings, that might bother me a little bit, because I mean you're still dropping $1,500. So some of these are better deals than others, and it obviously is going to depend on how you feel about damage on your box and things like that. If minor things are going to bother you, like minor things do bother me, but only if they're in my line of sight consistently. So if like it's got scratches and dents on the back or sides that I don't have to look at, it's going to be no problem to me. And as long as it doesn't affect operation or anything, I think these are some great deals. So let me know your guys' thoughts on some of these. And if you guys would like to see an updated video on this or this type of video in the future, I can do, something like this once every month or two, because these are limited quantities. So they're first come, first serve, and I'm not sure how much or how often these alternate through. So I'll just try and keep you guys updated if you guys are interested. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of your guys' thoughts on some of these. And as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. See you guys next time.